Hi everyone, and welcome to the Icebreaker module. I'm just going to go into our learning modules and choose Icebreaker activities. Um, just a note, you must already be in this folder if you're watching this video, but make sure that you have watched the welcome video. You should go through everything in the course information documents prior to even entering the Icebreaker activities, but specifically this video tells you how to really navigate our course. Okay, so all of the modules are going to be very similar. I'm going to introduce each part of this module. This one's a little bit different because we don't have a project in this one. So when we get into subsequent modules, you'll really see as we move from one module to the next, they'll all follow the same format. So they all start with a welcome video. So you should watch that first before you start to proceed through the activities. There's always a what's due when document, and if you click on this, it will tell you the student learning modules, and that is what you should be able to do by the end of the module. And there'll be a list of all the assignments and activities in that particular module. There's always a link to our course schedule, and remember the course schedule is also located under the course information syllabus documents, but you can find it here as well. I'm just going to pull up the schedule for a minute. And, a lot of times students are like, wow, there's a lot of stuff due on one day. Okay, well, you don't have to do it that day. You have every day leading up to January 20th to complete those 3 assignments. Um, so that's how that works. Also, there are a lot of due dates, but please note, um, so things are always due on Fridays, Mondays, and then the quizzes you can take either on Monday and Tuesday. So if you're in this class on Fridays and Mondays and Tuesdays, for the most part, there's going to be work due, so you should be checking. Okay. So let me just go back. Oops, sorry. To our icebreaker activities. This is your first assignment. You need to read through this computer backup plan assignment. When you're taking an online class, a problem with the internet or a problem with your computer is not an excuse for not having work submitted in time. You should be getting your assignments in ahead of time, not waiting until the last possible minute to submit. That's when problems happen. So you need to read through this activity and you need to see what you need to do because you do need to submit this assignment. Now, you just click on the link that says Computer Backup Plan Assignment and you follow the instructions that are given. You click Write Submission and then you answer the questions that are asked of you, and then when you're done, you choose Submit. Okay, that is a graded assignment and it does have a due date. Okay. Our discussion, I'm going to open up our discussion folder. And you can, just in this first discussion, I have some introductory rules for discussion, what netiquette is, a video on how to participate in Blackboard discussions, and then a discussion rubric. Okay. Everything that gets graded has a rubric assigned with it, so you can see here your initial post is worth 9 points if everything is great, and you can read the criteria for 1 to 4 points and 5 to 8 points. And then you always have to respond to 2 other students. So again, if you have a good response, it'll be 3 points, and the second student will be 3 points, and you can read through that rubric as well. That's how all of the discussions are graded in this class. So you can, again, read through what you need to do and click on this link to participate in the discussion. All of the discussions will take the same format in this class. Okay, lecture. This is very important. We're using atomic learning. So in the lecture folders, you will click on the video series link, and inside of here will be several different videos that you need to watch. You are required to watch every single video from beginning to end. It logs them in Blackboard, and that is how you obtain your grade. They have to be done by the due date. So you go through, you watch these. Now, some of my students say, I already know this stuff. Well, you know what? A lot of you might know this stuff, but you might not know everything. You might learn some tips and tricks along the way. You might learn some new things. So you are required to watch the videos. It is part of your grade. So you just click on this, it'll bring up the first video to watch it. You can see the time that you need to invest into it, the second one, etc., etc. Once you watch a video, you'll get a little green check mark here so you'll know that it's watched. In addition, if you leave off one video, you're not going to get a grade, so that would be a 0. You can always check. Once you watch all the videos, these should all be green. That would tell you that you've watched all of them. They would have a green check mark. In addition, if you go to My Grades, and you'll see this video, Atomic Learning Computer Literacy Basics, that's what we were just looking at. If you watch them all, you'll see a grade of 100. If something's missing, the 100 won't be here. So you can go back and you can choose it again and you can see what you missed. Okay, so you're responsible for watching all of the lecture videos. And then the quizzes. I do have some initial quiz information in here, just some basic instructions, a video on how to take a quiz. But you will note that if we come down here, the quiz will open up inside this folder on midnight, March 23rd, until 11:59 p.m. I'm sorry, Monday, January 23rd, until 11:59 p.m. on January 24th. So you have a 48-hour period in which to complete the quiz. Quiz is very short. They're between 5 and 10 multiple choice questions. I'm sorry, 10 and 20 multiple choice questions, depending on the module. So they shouldn't take long, but they do have to be completed within that time frame. Once you start a quiz, you have to finish it to completion. You cannot come back and do that over again. Also, I just want to note that don't hit the back button in your browser while you're taking the quiz. There are arrows that bring you forward and backwards in the quiz, so don't hit the back button on your browser. And don't use your phone, okay? Also, I don't recommend using Internet Explorer. So I think that's what you need to know. You need to get started on this right away. In addition to our full course schedule, if you click on the course calendar link, the due dates for just that module are going to be populated. So you can see the only thing that's out here is the due dates for the Icebreaker activity module. So you'll see everything that you submit is due by 11:59 p.m. on the due date. Due dates are really not negotiable in this class. The videos have to be viewed by Friday at 11:59 p.m. Your discussion post, your initial post is due same time, and your computer backup plan assignment. These are all due Friday by 11:59 p.m. On Monday, the introduce yourself discussion, the responses to other students are due. Your quiz will be open these 2 days and it's due here on Tuesday. Once you take the quiz, the next module will be open for you on the following day. So that information is there, and I always post an announcement once the module is open. If you have any questions at all ever in this class, I am concerned about your success. I am happy to answer them. So you can just come over here and send me an email. And I really do get back to students usually within 24 hours, unless it is a weekend. That sometimes will take me till Monday to get back to you. Okay? So make sure that you get everything submitted in time. And I guess get started. Let me know if you have questions.